Hello again and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League. So this is race 2 from round 4 at Fuji Speedway in Japan, and well, the weather hasn't come across. Look at this from what it was in race 1. Now look at it, absolutely terrible. Lights are on, but it's not too bad in terms of it's not absolutely tipping it down with rain, but it's certainly not pleasant out there. The guys have had to put on the wet tyres or intermediates, whatever they decided, but yeah, it's not great out there. That's what we predicted though, wasn't it? So this is the reverse grid, so let's go through that quickly. So Molson in pole position, Flash in second, Paul in third, Alex fourth, Grasshopper fifth, Chuck in sixth, Love Rocket in seventh, Jerry in eighth, Chand in ninth, Incy 10th, Moz in 11th, Dyson 12th, Thomas in 13th, and Wadru in 14th. Let's go. Watch these lights, make sure everyone gets onto the line okay. Yep. And we're off. And actually it does look worse than I thought there. Look at this. Spray going all over the place now. What about coming through here? Oh, steady boys. Oh, there's a lot off here. Oh, a few off, and there's it's going to be a safety car for sure. Big moment there at the back. Or in the mid-pack there. Yeah, it's a safety car for sure. So it's going to be Molson heading him up. That had to be. It was a bit of a disaster through there. I don't know whether it was someone with a bit of a later break. And then you had like a Constantino effect through there at turn 1. All trying to get back onto the line now. There's Molson leading it off. And I think we'll probably start when we get to the start and finish, I would imagine. Because we're into just coming up to the final sector now anyway, so we might as well see it through here to the start and finish, and then we can get going again. As you can see, Molson is on the intermediate tyres. And with Paul and Alex, so I think a lot of the guys have chosen the intermediates here. But it's not torrential, is it? It just looks like surface water more than anything. Well, I haven't said that, it's coming down a little bit there in that shot. And it's not completely terrible. So here we go then. Let's see when he starts. Here he goes, he's off. And away we go. So Molson then heads them off. And away we go. Let's start this again, shall we? Now these three had quite a good little pull away from the rest here. Good start from these three at the top. Now what we can do here at turn 1? Can we get through here without any... Oh, Molson's run off really wide. He's gone out. To get a kebab or something out there, Molson, so he's lost that position. So Paul's taking up the lead now, with Alex right behind Molson. Oh, he has a look up the inside, does Alex? Didn't quite get it done, and Alex, oh, big moment. We're going to see a bit of that, I think, here in this race too. And again, Alex is giving it some welly out there in that Mustang, and the back end keeps sliding. His teammates behind him as well, and again, but he's going to lose time, and he's going to lose a position to his teammate if he's not careful. Well, we won't mind so much. He'll let his teammate get through, of course. And he's coming through now, is Thomas. Now does Alex let him through here at the chicane? Might just stay a bit wide there, let his teammate go through. He does, he's stayed well wide, Alex, in fact so wide. He's actually lost a couple more spots to Dyson and Jerry. So the 42 GT4 GTs are through. And Alex is, something's happened to him, going out wide again. He's just not getting a feel of that at the moment, is he, Alex? So down to 6th. So from 3rd to 6th, and Thomas is making his way through into 2nd place. He's gone past Molson, and now he's on the hunt for Paul. So Thomas, remember, started from 2nd from the back, and he's already up to 2nd place after just 2 laps, or effectively one lap, because we've only been racing for 1 lap. And he's going to be on Paul, isn't he? Look at this. Fastest lap already for Thomas, 1:47.531. Of course, that will change as we're only 4 minutes in. Now, is he going to have a look at Paul? No, too far back there. But Thomas, wow, what a start he's had. Oh, and Paul's made a mistake. Paul's dropped it. He's lost it now. So he's lost a couple of spots. He's all the way down to third. So he's let Molson through as well. So he mistimed his breaking point at turn 1 there. Did Paul. And he's under pressure now from both Jerry and Dyson. The blue machines are there in his mirrors. Fourth and fifth place for them. There's Alex in 6th place. So from letting his teammate through, he's lost about 4 or 5 spots there. There's Alex. We've got Love Rocket behind him in 7th place. Oh, and there's all a little bit congested up there. I think Paul's had a moment. What's happened to Paul? He's gone out wide. He's dropped down to 5th. I think he was spinning it up a little bit there. Couldn't get the traction. And that's let the 2 blue machines through. Oh, and who's that going up the inside? That's Alex having a go at Love Rocket. Or is it Love Rocket going around the outside? But whatever it was, Paul, yeah, he got bogged down there. Went out and let the cars go through. He got bogged down a little bit, went off to the right. And lost a couple of spots. But Alex there, Love Rocket now attacking the back of Paul. So is he going to get that 5th place off him at the end here at turn 1? He pulls out now. Looks like he's going to have a bit of it. Let's see what happens in the braking zone. Paul's going to give him room. He does. So he does make that move then. So Paul down to 6th. Love Rocket up to 5th. And Alex 7th. And Grasshopper 8th place. With Wadru in 9th. So slow progress from Wadru. Can't quite get it going yet, can he? Not like Thomas is out in the lead. So I don't know whether he just got tangled up in a little bit of mess back there maybe. Because it's unlike Wadru to be down in 9th spot even after starting from the back. Chand and Flash having their battle there in 10th and 11th place. And then Chuck in 12th. So again, Chuck off to a slow start, although he's on the mediums. He's gone with the mediums here. Was that the right choice? So there are a couple that have decided to go just with the mediums. I think they're hoping that the weather might clear up a bit and then they can come through. Remember, there is a stop involved here in race 2, as you know. Oh, and a little battle here with Chand and Flash just sit in the corner of my eye there, and they're still battling it out. And Chuck's going to take advantage of this. If they're not careful, he's going to go up the inside or on the outside maybe. Who knows? Chuck will look wherever he can. If there's a gap, he'll go for it. Now, he's on the outside, but I wonder if he can swing it round and get on the inside. Chand's covering it there though, isn't he? But he's had a look. There's Chuck and around the outside. Did make it around the outside, so good move. So Chand got beat up a little bit there. That final turn, didn't he? Back to 12th place. Chuck got through into 11th. I'll tell you what, after just 8 minutes of this first race, Chand's tyres, they're wearing fast. As the Mason mediums are looking absolutely fine. So maybe the mediums were the choice to go with. We will see. There's barely any wear on those at all. When you compare them with the inters there on Chand and everybody else, I would imagine. So this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Time we had the stops as well. Wadru running wide. Oh, and Chuck's up to 10th. So Chuck another spot. So then mediums are coming into play. My goodness me. And he might take another spot. Oh, Flash has lost it. Flash has lost it. And he's going to drop right down to the back pretty much. We're in 14th place. I've seen a lot of these boys here. Moz in 12th, but been battles galore ahead of them. And Wadru to 10th place then. Drops down. Grasshopper in 9th, Alex in 8th, and there's Chuck in 7th place and attacking Paul now. Might have been a little touch on the back there, but attacking him, and these mediums is drying out. It's got to be. There's got to be a dry line out there now. The weather looks still very dicey, but clearly there's a dry line coming out there, and them mediums are liking it. As we see Jerry and Love Rocket having a battle. Paul's going to have a bit of a double slipstream here. He's going to go up the inside of both of them, take that 5th place. Can he get past them all on both of them? Oh, he does. Can he get the braking right? He does. So up to 4th actually. It's for Paul. So it takes both Love Rocket and Jerry. Jerry's the loser there as Chuck goes through. I didn't mean Jerry's a loser. I just meant he was a loser out of that battle. All the way back down to 7th. Got involved a little bit there. Maybe pushed out a bit. Paul in 4th, but look at this from Chuck. 5th place. This is more like it. This is what we're seeing from Chuck, and he's going to have Paul, without a doubt, on those mediums. Paul's going to run it wide here. Chuck's up the inside. Thanks very much, he said. See you later. So Chuck to 4th. Look at this. So racing mediums. Let's see what happens here. 10 minutes in. Molson ahead of him in 3rd place. So the 2 NSXs, 3rd and 4th now. So good team points here at the moment if they can remain up here in the second part of this race. Dyson up in the 2nd. So remember, he finished in the podium, didn't he, in the first race, and here he is again in that podium spots. So if he stays where he is, some really good points for him. Now leader Thomas is clearing off. Dyson's in, so Dyson's the first one to blink, so he's in the pits. So gets Chuck up to 3rd, Molson 2nd. So Dyson's the first one to go in. Paul's decided he's coming in as well. So there's a couple of cars now who's going to have a go, see what they can do with the tyres here at 11 minutes gone. The 2 NSXs meanwhile are having their own private battle as Chuck has a look up the inside of his teammate. His teammate's going to give him room there. Clearly Molson is on the intermediates, so Chuck up to 2nd. Now what do these guys do? Thinking of looking at Chuck's progress on those mediums, and he will catch Thomas, I fancy, if it stays like this, the weather. Clearly they're working for him at the moment. What he'd be praying for, of course, is for it not to rain again, or at least not hard anyway. It's certainly dry out there, certainly drier. So I wonder what the boys have chose, or what they will choose when they go in for their stop. Let's see, let's go back to our leader and see if it's time for Thomas to come in. He tends to take a relatively early stop. No, he's going to the right, so don't think he's going in there. No, he isn't. Neither is Chuck. Neither is Molson. Flashing 4th. Love Rock up to 5th. And then there's Jerry, 6th place. With Alex in 7th. Oh, his tyres are terrible. Look at Alex's tyres. Wow. And he's going to have another lap out of them. Good luck with that. He's certainly going to be coming in next time. He's got to. That front left has got barely anything on it. Well, I wouldn't like to drive it anyway. In fact, the chance is probably even worse. So these two are going to go for another lap, both Alex and Chan. Oh, and Alex did go wide there. So there's a result of those tyres being the way they are. It's all about being cautious, but at the same time, keeping it on that black stuff. Oh, and again, Alex runs wide. He might get a penalty for that. I'm not sure if that's a penalty place or not. No, it seems like he's alright, but he's going to get Jerry attacking him now. And sorry, not Jerry, Chan up the outside. Easy pass from him. Alex back to 8th. So his tyres are shot. Chan's a shot as well, but he seems to... Carter seems to be a little bit more steady on his feet there. Well, not on his feet, he's got wheels, clearly, but You know what I mean? Dyson in 9th. Now he must have come in. He has. He's fueled up and he's got onto the medium, so he's gone with what Chuck's decided to do, and Chuck's in the lead now. So that is paying off at the moment. But he hasn't stopped, of course. Grasshopper in 10th. He's been in. He's on the racing hards. And Paul as well, but he's come out on mediums. Ahead of Flash and ahead of Wadru, sorry, in 12th. Was on the mediums as well. So 11th, 12th for Wadru. Who would have believed it? And then Moz, we haven't seen a lot of him here, have we? He's on the mediums as well, in 13th. Halfway through this race, pretty much. Will he have enough fuel, Moz? Doesn't look like he's got enough fuel to me. Tyres are fine, but the fuel situation, I'm assuming he's coming, that is. Wadru is attacking Paul now. Paul's going to have a bit of grasshopper slip as well, but Wadru's going to be on the outside, and he might take both of them in the end here, Wadru. Oh, side-by-side action from these two, going into turn 1. They're not going to take grasshopper, but Wadru's certainly going to take, or maybe he will take grasshopper. No, Wadru takes Paul out, so Paul down to 8th. Wadru up to 7th, grasshopper in 6th. Moz behind them in 9th. And then Molson, I think that's in seat. 10th and 11th. Great battle here though. So Wadru attacking Grasshopper now. And Moz all over the back of Paul. So 4 cars here. I think this is like the medium gang, this lot. I think it's all apart from Grasshopper actually on hards, isn't he? So he's going to start going backwards on those hard tyres, I think. Oh, Wadru, Moz is going to be attacking Paul. Has he got that done? No, but Wadru tried to have a look at Grasshopper. He didn't get that done either. He's kind of holding him up a little bit on those hard tyres at the moment, but he'll get it done now, Wadru, surely up the inside. Yeah, little gap for him. He don't need much to get his nose in there. He's got it done, so up to 6th place for Wadru. Dyson there in 5th. Thomas is in now, so Thomas, Grasshopper has a moment. Paul up the inside there. Moz is attacking Grasshopper as well. Grasshopper just give it a little bit too much. Back end went. Molson there in 10th place. Don't know where to look now. So Thomas in 3rd all the time. This is happening. There's Love Rocket in 11th. Alex in 12th. He'd be glad that he's got some better tyres on for sure. Chan back in 13th, but again on the medium tyres and in seat in 14th place on the mediums as well. So let's take a look at our leader then. And he's come in and he's got his mediums. No, he hasn't come in, has he? This is what he started with, sorry. So actually, mediums are still looking okay. Fuel, well, he could probably get, well, he's only got 3 minutes before pit road closes actually. So either he goes in now, or he might get one more lap out of it, and then he's got to come in because pit lane will shut. But he's got a fairly nice gap back to Flash in 2nd place. I reckon he might come in now, Chuck. I don't know. We'll see now though. Is he going to have one more go, or is he going to be coming across to the right hand lane? No, he's going to stay out and have one more lap at it, is Chuck. Flash as well, I think he's been on mediums because he's almost in the identical position to what Chuck is. So the two leaders, both on the medium tyres, haven't made a stop yet. They're having one more lap at it, and then they'll be in to change tyres and fuel up. And then Dyson in 3rd, he's done his change. So this could be a victory here for Dyson if he plays his cards right. With them two ahead of him having to go in, if he can time this to perfection and get in a good lap here, he could take this lead off him. And with what? Just over 10 minutes left. He could have timed this to perfection. He could have strategically played a blinder here through Dyson. Wadru up to 4th now. So I didn't think it would be long before we see him up at the sharp end. But he might also get on the podium here if we can get past the boys while they're in their start, but quite a long way back, so we'll see. And it's Thomas in 5th place, Moz in 6th, and then we've got Molson and Paul battling it out. Paul in 7th, Molson 8th, Grasshopper in 9th on those hards, Love Rocket 10th, Alex in 11th, Chand in 12th, Incy 13th, and Jerry all the way back to 14th. He's still on the intermediates. So did he stay on the intermediates? Has he played the blinder? Maybe this rain is going to come out. Who knows? So let's see. Chuck's in, as predicted. Flash is following him in. So now let's see Dyson. So the 2 leaders are in pit lane. There's Dyson now. Across the start finish, he's going to take this lead. Easily take this lead from them. So he may have worked this one to perfection. As Dyson now takes the lead. Now there's Wadru. Well, there's Chuck coming out. So I'm not sure Wadru's going to get 2nd place. But he certainly, Flash is coming out on hards. So Chuck's got that 2nd place. So he's only dropped 1 spot. And he's on the hards as well. Whereas Dyson is on the mediums, so you would think it's Dyson's here for the taking really, but Chuck will take 2nd place for sure. Wadru there is on 3rd place on the medium tyres. And then a battle here between Flash and Thomas. Flash on the hard tyres. Thomas on the mediums. So Thomas chasing down Wadru in 3rd place. Both on the medium tyres here. But we'll see what happens at the top end though. Let's just go back through this field. So there's Flash in 5th place, moment for him. Then Moz in 6th. Molson 7th. Looks like he's attacking the back of Moz here. So Moz quietly made his way through. Been very quiet in this race, but into 6th place now, and obviously everyone's made their stop now. Pit lane's shut anyway. So Molson gets into his slip now, see, and it hasn't really, the rain hasn't really come, has it? It was a little bit wet to start with, wasn't it? But then it's just sort of stayed a little bit kind of moist, a bit drizzly type of stuff rather than heavy torrential, as Molson attacks Moz. Gonna get it done, surely, easy doors. As long as they don't run wide, Moz will stay in 7th, he does. As they come through this fast sweeping right hand, and Moz, as I said, didn't look like he had enough fuel, and he hasn't got enough fuel. He hasn't calculated that correctly, has he, at all? We've still got 8 minutes left, and he's got barely any fuel. He might have to come in for a splash and a dash, otherwise he might as well park it up now and walk back to his garage. Paul in 8th place. And then this battle between Love Rocket and Grasshopper. I think Love Rocket's got through on those mediums. Grasshopper, as we know, in 10th in on the hards. Then Alex in 11th, Incy 12th, closely followed by Chand in 13th, and Jerry in 14th, as we know. So let's go back to our lead and see. Well, he's still out there, Dyson, and with 7 minutes left, has he got this one wrapped up? Should have, really. Because Chuck's there in 2nd, but he's on the hard tyres. And Wadru and Thomas, who are both on the mediums, might catch Chuck here. Let's see. So you watch him come round, sweeping right hander into, got to lift, sort of drift it out to the left, and then this hard on the brakes for this left hander here, and then let it just go out to the right there, onto the curb, just let it flow out, and then flat through down the hill into the chicane. Wadru right up behind Chuck now, surely going to take that second place off him. If not through this section, along that straight, I'd imagine he'll wait until he hits that straight before he attacks. And Thomas is right behind as well. So we've got 3 cars now. Wadru just lining himself up. Thomas will go and try and get a double slipstream as well. So let's see what happens here. Chuck is going to be a sitting duck here, I'm afraid. Here we go, line astern, and Wadru will come out now, and Thomas will follow through as well. So Wadru's up to second already before we even get to the braking zone, and Thomas will go down the inside as well. And Chuck to 4th place, plenty of room given, nice and clean as you'd expect here. And second for Wadru, Thomas 3rd, Chuck in 4th. So what can Wadru do with 5 minutes left? Can they catch our leader Dyson? He's just around the other side of this sweeper, just going into the tight left-hander now is Dyson, and that's where these boys are at this point. So that's your gap, pretty much. There's Dyson there, he's just going out of shot, so there's your gap between the 2nd and 3rd and our leader. 4 minutes left. Another couple of laps at least here for these boys. Oh, Wadru, my goodness me, he's made a mistake. 4th place, give it too much welly, and there's a mistake. There's a collector's item there. 5th place, 6th place, he's going to drop down, and what a time to get it. Didn't want that at all, obviously. But it happened, and we all see it with our own eyes. Wadru with a mistake has dropped him down to 6th place, so really unfortunate. So let's have a quick look at our leader then. He's got this one wrapped up, I think it's fair to say that now. And then Thomas in 2nd place. 3rd for Chuck. I think that's going to be your podium. Flash in 4th place. So good race for Flash at the moment, with Molson behind him in 5th. Molson will try that 4th, we'll try and get that 4th off, obviously. Little tag at the back there, but that's fine. Nothing, no biggie there. So we'll watch, see how that develops by the time the checker flag comes out. There's Wadru after that mistake in 6th place, Paul in 7th, and well, Paul was like, Wadru, really? In front of me, 6th place, what's happening? But of course he's got more pressing things to worry about, and that's the fact that he's got Love Rocket rods right up behind him. And we all know he likes to be behind guys, Love Rocket rods, but he's going to be attacking Paul here, and it's just whether he can get past him. Certainly got grips with that AMG over the course of this season, and he's going to have pole pulse. I think starting to just not quite have that feel in that Corvette at the moment. Just couldn't quite get round. It's not the quickest through that last sector. I lose a bit of time through there, if I'm honest. So here we go. Love Rockets for sure going to get that 7th place off of Paul here. Both on the medium tyres, of course, but for whatever reason, struggling a bit in that Corvette. As Love Rocket up the inside. Or is he? Oh, Paul's not giving it to him. But side by side stuff, that's no touch there. That was a good bit of moving. Oh no, that was fine. He's got it done. Good. Love rockets through. Up to 7th place. And the wipers are on. So the rain has come in these final few moments. A bit late for some of the guys. There's Chand in 9th. Alex 10th. Look at that rain. So it has come, but it might have left it right to the end, which obviously these guys will like. The fact that it's coming now when the race is finished, as we look at our leader and comes around this final corner now. This is going to be the final lap. He's going to do it just as the rain starts to absolutely chuck it down. But we don't care now. The race is finished. Congratulations to Dyson. Strategically played that well, drove that well in these conditions as well. Well done. Winner Dyson, race 2. Thomas with a 2nd place. Well done to him. Another podium for him. Chuck, well deserved 3rd there. Made the right call with those mediums, didn't he? Flash will get that 4th, just ahead of Moulton in 5th. Wadru will hold off Love Rocket to get 6th. Love Rocket 7th. Paul got 8th place. And then a big gap back to Chand, who's on his own a bit there. Who's going to come in 9th place. Quick flash of the lights. For Chand, 9th for him. Thomas has got the fastest lap as well, 140.1. Alex will get that 10th place. Grasshopper in 11th on those hard tyres. Didn't quite work in the end, did they? Moz in 12th. Jerry's going to come in 13th. With not a lot of fuel, so he's just about got that done. In 13th place, and Incy didn't get another lap in and finished in 14th. So there's your race 2 from Fuji Speedway. Hope you enjoyed all that action. Join me again for round 5 soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.